Good afternoon, beautiful souls. Happy Thursday. I hope you're all doing well today. So, I was guided to pull 4 cards for the collective today using the Empath's Oracle. So, the first card that I pulled was Mentalizing Emotional Impressions. So, when this card comes up, it's really talking about, separating your thinking self from your emotional self. Really questioning attachments to common ways of thinking and feeling. Um, Learning how to step back from overwhelming emotions and experiences and really, trying to look at the bigger picture. The cognitive mind and the emotional body work hand in hand, right? So, it's at varying degrees for everyone. This card's really asking you to not become attached to your emotions, to just let them flow, to be an observer, right? Um, at the end of the day, like, thinking and feeling should work harmoniously. And I know it's easier said than done, but that's why it's so important for us to really take a step back and evaluate how we're thinking, how we're feeling, and make the necessary adjustments, right? So the second card that I pulled was Realizing Empathy as Revolution Evolution. So when this card comes up, it's really asking us to, value our empathic abilities. A lot of people really feel like, oh, like it's such a curse to feel everything so deeply. We are so lucky to be able to feel things, right? To experience duality. That's the most beautiful part of being here on earth, right? Um, you know, this card's asking you to understand that we really are dynamic forces of change. Like, we are the change. Through the work that we do on ourselves, we change the world. So, it's really important to keep in mind, empathy really truly is a blessing. It's not a curse. And a lot of the things we go through here are lessons so we can evolve as souls. All right. And the fourth card that I pulled is Shielding, Protecting, and Grounding, which is very, very important right now. There's a lot of, especially with the full moon, there's so much energy going on right now. It's so important for us to really harness that energy, like ground yourself. One thing that I love to do is picture roots coming out of the bottom of my feet and going to literally like the core of the earth, attaching to all the plant roots and tree roots, just really connecting with Mother Gaia. And it's such a beautiful way to ground. Like, it's important that we do that because a lot of the times we don't realize, trees and plants, like, they are here for us. Like, they are here to help transmute the energies that we're feeling. That's why it's so important to get out and go for walks in the forest and ground, like stand on the ground in bare feet. That is an amazing thing to do. I personally love to just lay on my stomach on the grass because you really feel like it's such a beautiful feeling. You can really feel the earth just taking all of the kind of the yucky stuff out and just filling you with love, right? Because at the end of the day, we're all one. We are all part of this beautiful ecosystem, this earth. This card's asking to really protect ourselves from heavy emotional forces, which is so important. We need to make sure that we are protecting our energy. We are shielding ourselves. We are calling in our angels for protection. Learning to find our centers of sanity and stability during challenging times. It's also ties into activating self-care on various levels. That's important too, like taking baths or, salt baths, Epsom salt baths, or cleansing your house, cleansing your room, cleansing yourself. So important that we're doing all these things, especially, if you have empathic tendencies. We pick up so much energy, and it's so hard sometimes to figure out, hey, is this what I'm feeling, or am I picking this up from somebody else? It's important that we're doing the cord cutting, we're doing the grounding, we're doing the cleansing. All right, and the last card that I pulled is Releasing Emotional Weight. which ties in with the rest of the cards perfectly, right? Really separating that emotional buildup from the anxious mind, right? Like separating our thoughts, separating our feelings, and really taking into account, like, is this what I'm feeling? Or, is this something I've picked up? Again, cleansing, releasing, returning to balance, taking a step back, breathing. Crystals are amazing, especially, if you do have empathic abilities. Crystals can ground you. Crystals can do so many wonderful things. I myself, I have like a bedside table full of crystals. And, rose quartz, really good for self-love. Tourmaline, really good for protection. There's so many crystals that do so many different things. And, really what they do is crystals will they literally pull the bad, yucky energy, negative energy out of you. Like the crystals take that on. And that's why it's important to cleanse them as well, charge them, clean them with incense, Palo Santo. But that could work in, different ways. Like you can do spell bags and, like there's so many different ways that, you can process these emotions, or like little rituals, writing is a big one. It's really about moving that energy, crying, which is a psychological and physiological release, right? So it's just really important, especially right now with the full moon. There's a lot of emotion that comes up. We need to make sure that we are doing healthy things and looking at healthy ways to, channel this energy, to feel it, not hold on to it, to release it, so we can, breathe and make space for better energy, for better things to come into our life, right? All right, so those were the cards that I pulled today. I'm actually going to pull a couple of starseed cards for you guys. Let's see what, I jumped out right away. Oh, I love this one. So this is Earth Guide. So this says, your sacred calling upon this planet is to simply love and be loved. And then we got Freedom. So this card says, follow your heart and nurture your soul with love and freedom to grow. So beautiful messages today, beautiful reading. Just make sure you guys are really taking care of yourself, especially this time of year. It can be really hard for a lot of people. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. And thank you guys so much for all your likes, shares, and follows. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you so much, and have a beautiful rest of your day.